At 9 p.m. Teed Up with Tee Lynn, you understand? It's gonna be live on the gram, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff, man. If you're an artist, you need to book your slots. Yes, sir. Go ahead and get your flyers made. You need mixtape covers. You need promo. You need anything. Hey, you need to see Teed Up with Tee Lynn, man. It's gonna get real crazy this year. You already know that new podcast going all the way up. And guess who's sponsoring the first one? Yep, that's right. DJ Rio and Rich Talk. Hey, man, if you ain't know, now you know. Teed Up with Tee Lynn. Every Monday, every Friday, 9 p.m. New heat, new bangers, new artists, new interviews. Hey, we doing a new thing, baby. Out here.
Hello, can y'all hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
How you doing, T?
I'm doing well. I think we had a little lag on that intro, but that's okay. We'll fix it. Okay, so everybody wants everybody to say welcome to Just in Case Rapping Grandpa, and I appreciate you being on here, Rapping Grandpa.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it tonight.
Where did you get the name Rapping Grandpa?
Well, it's a funny story. I started with my first song called "I Get the Money Out the Hood" and under Just in Case, and there are 3 other Just in Cases out there. So a lot of it went under the wrong Just in Case. So when I got a hold of TuneCore, because I'm a TuneCore artist, and you know, other things that I use, but when I got a hold of TuneCore, they said, "Listen, the only way to fix this is change your name." So I said, okay, you know what? I'll change my name. So I did Just in Case Rapping Grandpa. There's no other Rapping Grandpa out there. And then when someone's talking about RPG or Rapping Grandpa or Just in Case too, they're talking about me. So
What's up? When did you decide?
And I am a real grandfather, to clarify that for everybody. I have a 12-year-old grandson, 3-year-old granddaughter. So.
I am a grandma.
Haha. Changes your life.
Yes, it does. When did you decide that music was something for you?
In my 20s, I used to have music out under the name Just Blaze. I used to go by Just Blaze, and I had a song I called "It Is What It Is," and I used to just sell it out of the trunk of my minivan. I mean, trunk of my car and out of a minivan. So you know, I was doing music in my 20s, and then time got by, things happened, married, kids, the whole 9 yards, grandkids. So 2 years ago, I decided to get back into music again. My grandson actually asked me to make a Rapping Grandpa video. So I made a Rapping Grandpa video, and it took off. And then after doing it, I was like, you know what, maybe I should be doing music. And I just kept getting into music. And the more and more I did it, the better I got at it. So like my mixing and mastering skills are getting better, which is all self-taught, which is awesome. So, and then nominated Independent Music Awards, nominated Indie Music Awards. Now I have 52 songs out on 180 music apps. I have 4 artists that I manage under my label, under the Rapping Grandpa LLC label, an audio book out. I've been in 2 TV shows on Hulu. So things have really taken off for me. So it's amazing. And it's because I was literally homeless 5 years ago to where I am today.
So you've expanded greatly.
I have. And one thing is, I don't listen to any of the negativity. I just keep grinding. Like if someone doesn't like something, it's okay, because someone else will. It's okay.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And you're an older generation. We'll just say that. You're the older generation. Do you get people telling you or belittling the fact that you're in the older generation, older category for doing music?
Sometimes, like one guy, he made me laugh. He said, "Hey, Walmart's hiring." And I said, "Well, go get a job at Walmart then," because I told him what I got going on. And then he said, "My bad." You know what I'm saying? Like I literally, you know, just I right before this pandemic hit, was lined up for a concert at Myrtle Beach with Derez Deshawn that has a song "Heart Away." So like Rapping Grandpa's gonna be on stage with Derez Deshawn. So I don't listen to nothing negative. Like I just keep going because it's like, you know, negativity don't make no money. So
I don't. It's true.
yeah.
Um,
But now
so
I can hold my own. Like I got some young cats that I just did a song with called Dance on My Diamond. So like I hold my own even with these young cats today. Like I can still hold my own. So
I've
and some
heard
of
that.
the music out here today that I've heard is trash. So and I don't mean to say that, but some of it's trash. So people just pop out anything like, you know, it doesn't mean, yeah. So like, you know, at least mine has a rhythm. You can get into it. It's got a beat. It's got a flow. You can enjoy it. Like my music is, you know, it's different.
I've heard Dance on My Diamond. I think it's kind of funny. It's a little funny. I'm like, what in the heck?
Yeah, I held my own with them young boys. It just kind of worked out timing right. It was pretty good. That Dance on My Diamond.
Tell me a little bit about the artist that's on your roster.
Well, I have Tezza Beretta, and he's from Georgia, and his first song he put out was called Beretta Flow, and Beretta Flow has this amazing Lil Wayne like you know, Cash Money Brothers sound. It's an amazing sound, and when I heard that, I was like, oh man, like I like this sound. I like this dude. So I met him, and we started talking. The next thing you know, like he's on my label now, and then Ace Young. Who I met Ace Young because it's funny because I met Ace Young through Days Dakota, and Days Dakota is an artist that's out too. And Days just kind of matured and went his own way, but Ace is now with me. So I have Ace Young on my label. And then I also have a comedian under my company too, named Catfish the Comedian. And I have a Christian rapper named Preacher. And Preacher's amazing too. It's got a song out called Get Live. So right now I got those artists on my label. And I just signed a new one. I just got a new one. His name's Singer Boy. And he's got a song out called Good Love. And he's from Africa, actually. So I got I'm kind of helping him build his dream from over here, over in Africa. And he's getting a little fame over there, thanks to me.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Do you think it's going to be difficult to be able to manage somebody that in Africa, not here in the United States?
Well, let me explain to you. Like over there, you know, rap and R&B, they do concerts and stuff just like we do over here. They do the same thing. So not really like now he has something legitimate to say, okay, look, I've got a song out on platforms. I'm being managed by this guy. Like he just actually got to do a show. So it was like, no, like I'm actually helping him from afar. So no, I don't think so. Like anything I can do to help an independent artist, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, let's change the game. Like, you know what I mean? Let's help them.
I agree. Well, my little bit of background, I do have a label myself, and I also have, I've been a manager for about 8 years, I guess. So I'm trying to count it up, I can't remember. It's that grandma thing. But
Man.
I've had a lot of artists that I thought were incredibly amazing. They were across seas, and I just didn't think I could handle it. Like I didn't know what the laws would be about that or what we're supposed to do. So I just sort of just like I give them advice, but that's about all I could do.
I got you. With me, I have at 17 years old, I graduated high school in a marketing program. So at 17, I was getting out of high school at like 12 o'clock noon, and then going to run a home improvement company from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 o'clock at night, and managing that at 17 years old. So I've always had sales and management. I've used companies to build up. So with my management skills and my sales skills behind me being an artist and producer, like I'm unstoppable. Like don't get in my way. You know what I mean? That's just simple. So.
And that's kind of me too. I graduated high school with an associate's degree in marketing. So I'd already done college while I was in high school. So when I graduated, I already had marketing in my way. But then I took like 9 years off of even working and just been a mom. I was just a mom. And then when my daughter turned 14, that's when I decided I was going to go into the music industry. And I haven't stopped. But I'm not a singer. I'm not like you. I can't rap. Do you hear my accent?
I hear your accent, that country accent, girl. You got that country accent. Where exactly are you from?
I'm actually from Cana, Virginia.
From Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So well, I was born in Chicago, Chicago to Virginia, Virginia to South Carolina, and South Carolina to Wilmington. So that's where I'm at now. So,
I've
um,
actually lived everywhere though. I've lived in New York. I've lived in Iowa. I've stayed in Chicago, um, Georgia, Florida, uh, Colorado. I've been everywhere.
oh wow, yeah. I've been to a lot of states. Like I've only lived in those, but I've been to a lot of states, and I'll never forget. Back when I was in my 20s, I would go to New York Canal Street in the district, and I would get knockoffs of Air Force Ones and Jordans, and I would get like pocketbooks and bring them back to Virginia and sell them at a store that I had. I owned a little urban store back in the day. It was called Justin's Urban Wear, and I would sell those. But I remember one time I called in on the radios. I was driving back from New York on the radio, and they had a big drawing, and I won tickets to go right back to New York to Madison Square Gardens to see Bare Naked Ladies. And it was Justin Timberlake at the time and Britney Spears and all that. And I'll never forget going to Madison Square Gardens, and I had like these top seats, and I swear they looked like little ants down there on the stage. Like you couldn't even, it was so high up. It was so high up. It was crazy. So, but that was a fun event. So I've had many adventures in my life. It's like I've been up, I've been down, I've been up, I've been down. Like I was homeless 5 years ago due to drugs. I was strung out on drugs. I got on drugs really bad. I went to prison for a couple years. So when I got out, the houses were gone. Ex-wife was remarried. So my father, he's passed away. So it was like I had to make a way out of no way. So and then I've just rebuilt from there.
And sometimes that's life. Like I've been homeless myself. I've lived in and out of hotels for the longest.
Oh yeah, like there's a song I have where it says "You ain't never had," and all that's true. Like when I said that, you ain't never had, like struggle and go through things. That's just what I'm talking about. Things that I've been through in life. So if you listen to that song, you ain't never had. So, it's true. Everything on that song's true that I went through.
I have to go listen to that one. That's the one I'll add to the podcast.
Okay, that's fine. That one's called "You Ain't Never Had." So I got better ones than that one, but that one's a good one too. So.
I like things that show a point of view. I like things that a lot of people can feel as if you know what they're talking about.
Well, one thing is that, and I'll mention him on this too. His name's Blackwater. He's part of Green Game. And Blackwater is when he raps too. He's rapping about real things. Like you can listen to the truth in what he's rapping. So like I connect with his words. Like I like his music because I connect with it. So like when you're speaking the truth, it makes a difference with people. So and I got a couple little cheesy dance songs out. I was just trying for some pop stuff, and I did it, and it sounded good, so I put it out. But and people say I do good pop, like do good pop music. So I was like, okay, cool. So, but the reason I have different genres is I grew up like dad would be in the basement listening to like Led Zeppelin or the Jacksons or Parliament Funkadelics to James Brown. And when I hung out with dad, it was like to hang out with my father, I had to listen to music. So it's like my father put the music in me, just kept putting music in me. So now I take that music that he put in me and I put it with the genre that I love, which is hip hop and rap. And that's what comes out, it comes out when I rap.
Oh, exactly. I'm like that too. I love all genres.
I do too. You see, it's funny because when I was 18, I worked for security for Aerosmith and Four Non Blondes for a whole year of my life and traveled around with them. So
I kind of landed in the rap industry. I'm not sure how that happened, but it just happened.
Uh-huh.
But, that's how that happened. I was like, I like all genres though, and you hear how country I am. So
I hear it. So I hear it. It's okay though. You know what? Just be yourself. That's all you can be today. I tell people that. Just be yourself. So, I even said that one thing, and then there's a new song in Jeff Hardy at the end. It says, "We don't want no fakers." It says, "Texas, Jeff Hardy, Aces, The Rock, and Rapping Grandpa, The Undertaker." But it's talking about we don't want to hear no fake music today. People want to hear like good stuff. So,
and I agree with that. Okay, my mentor is Vega Dawn from Wu-Tang Management.
okay.
And He told me a long time ago, and this is a little bit of a funny story, but I'm going to tell you because it's about being yourself. Um, there was an artist that wanted him to listen to him, and they had went through me. They were my friend, and
Yeah.
wanted me to put their music in front of the Wu-Tang. So I sent the song in a nice little written up email. Like I made it really look pretty. I put some pictures on it, whatever. You know how women make that like glammy. But anyway, I sent to Vegas. I waited till the next
Yeah.
day, and then I inboxed him. I'm like, "Hey Vegas," he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Have you had a chance to listen to so and so?" And he's like, "No, T, I'm kind of busy. I've been real busy all day." I was like, "Oh, I understand." Well, I said, when you get to listen to it, let me know. I waited about 20 minutes and I came back with Vega. And he's like,
Uh-huh.
yes, Steve. And I'm like, you need to really go listen to so and so because he's going to make his dog famous.
Uh-huh.
He came back with a bunch of laughy faces. He said, I'm going to listen to him now. And about 30 minutes later, he was on the phone with me and and so. And it was so funny because he goes, Vega's like, we're talking. And he's talking business. And then he stops in the middle of the whole conversation and he says, T, I gotta say something. And I'm like, okay, what? And he's like, don't you ever change for no one. Don't you better change, stay who you are for the rest of your life. I said, I don't plan on it. I said, I don't plan on it, but is this because I said he's gonna make his dog famous? And that guy that had got his music, he said, you said what?
That's funny. He's right though. He's right. Just stay golden. Like it reminds me of the Outsiders. We said, "Stay golden, Pony Boy." Like just stay yourself. You know what I mean? Stay yourself.
Exactly.
Um.
And I
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
changed. I haven't changed since then. Justin Powell says, "Happy birthday, bro."
I seen that. Now tell him I said happy birthday. So tell him thank you. So I would like to how do I'd love to tag more people in this. I don't know how to get out of this to tag more people and invite them. So
Well, I have my computer up, and I went to my Facebook on my
okay.
computer and tagged people. Justin, if you're on here, why don't you tag the people for them?
Yeah, tag some people for me, Justin. Tag everybody, invite them to this. So
I don't
the
sure how
funny
many.
thing is if you have Hulu T, I'm in a TV show called Reprisal on Hulu. And I'm in episode 1 and episode 6. And like me and you were talking now, I don't know if you ever seen the movie 12 Years a Slave, but Craig Tate's in it. And me and Craig Tate were talking like that. And it's funny, I didn't recognize him at first. So I was sitting there talking to him. I was like, oh, hey, dude. I was like, are you an extra? And he started laughing. And he was like, no, dude, like, I'm one of the main characters. And then I looked at his face and did a double take. And I felt so bad. I was like, oh, my gosh, that's Craig Tate. And I just asked him if he was an extra. You know what I mean? That was hilarious. So.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Yep, check it out. It's a good show. So, I'm just hoping the gates open back up because North Carolina's still in phase 2 right now, and a lot of things are shut down and closed. Like you can't have so many things. And I have a concert coming up October 10th with country star Chris Klein, Polo Don Red, and Polo Don Red has that song out, Moonwalking. And Polo Don Red used to tour with Pretty Ricky back in the day. So. I got Polo Don Red coming, comedian Catfish, and I teamed up with Kendrick Mace with Too Hot Entertainment out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I'm just hoping that the gates open up so we can go forward with this concert because I have some amazing artists. Heem Shakur, he's an artist coming on this show. I got Precise. I've got Vero G coming down from New York. So I've got a lot of different artists coming to do this show. So I want the gates to open up so we can go forward with it.
I think it will. I think I hate to say it, but I feel like it's going to open up, but then it's going to close back down.
I have that same feeling. It's so funny you say that. I have a feeling like they're going to open up to phase 3. Things are going to open up. Things will go good for a week or 2. Cases will spike, and they'll shut us down for more months. That's what I feel like.
Exactly. But I know that there's a lot of people hurting right now because unemployment stops for them.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard they were going to get rid of the $600 that people were getting for federal, and just
They
a
are.
lot of things. So I just can't
They,
imagine we have no money coming in and things are shut down, what our society is going to be like. There's a song I just dropped. I don't know if you've seen that. What it's called? We Don't Have to Hide. Have you seen that one yet?
I think I went to click on it, and I think my whole computer went completely.
That
Yeah,
one's
I
talking
went.
about the whole, that
I
one's
know
talking about,
I was looking at it.
yeah, that one's
I don't
about
know.
the pandemic. It's the pandemic and everything we got going on. I'm speaking about everything going on today in that song.
Yeah, I'll be sure to go listen to it.
Please
It's
do.
probably. I think when you sent it to me, I do
Yeah.
believe you sent it to me right before my hijacking days.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you. I can't believe somebody is holding your Facebook hostage for $200. What a piece of shit. So,
I know it's incredible.
yeah.
So if anybody's on my Facebook right now that has my other Facebooks, go block them. Like, get out. Leave them alone. Don't mess with them because I don't want the same thing to happen to you. I have been arguing with the guy all day long, and he would not let it go.
Yeah. Some guy is trying to charge her $200 to get her own Facebook page back, people.
And it's 2 Facebook pages.
2 Facebook pages back. Excuse me. 2 Facebook pages back.
So
Which
this
is what,
Facebook page right here was my third backup to my other two in case anything like that happened. So I was already building it.
at least you have a third one built. So in case that happened, you was like, look, I got this one. So at least you shut the other ones down and focus on this one now. So
Oh yeah, I suggest. I'm not. I know Facebook may not like or like that I say this. I suggest to every artist have at least 2 Facebooks. Like you gotta, cause like it be something else sometimes. And
yeah.
I hate that I lost my Facebook. I really
Or at
hate
least change your password regularly. Start changing your password regularly. So, that's the
that.
thing.
Yep, exactly.
And if you get a
So
friend request and it's a woman, but then the name says Mojave Bolala, you know what I mean? Like, so then it's not going to be her, just so you guys know. So, like,
yeah, it's not the girl of your dreams.
it's
Sorry, I woke up.
not. I promise you, it is not. I promise. So, yeah.
You can keep dreaming, but yeah, it ain't. Like it ain't. But
Very funny. Look, I get those a lot. I get those friend requests a lot. That's why I laugh because I get them a lot. It's hilarious.
well, I don't know if you went to read my status the other day. I was like, look, no, I'm not looking for a man. Yes, I am single. No, I don't want to change that. And if you come into my inbox, I'm blocking you.
Yeah, that's it.
As soon as the floodgates open, like I don't know, when you have a Facebook and it's popping,
Yeah.
everybody from all over the world starts adding you.
I'm getting a
I
lot of people
probably
hitting me up asking for money like I'm loaded. I'm not loaded. I work for everything I got, and anything I get, like I work for it. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm humble too. Like the other day, I went and installed some doors for like $175 on a house and helped somebody out. So it's like I'm humble. I will, it kills me because some of these 20-year-olds are like, hey man, I have nothing. I have no money. I have this. And it's like, man, I am 46 years old and I get out here and go get it. You know what I mean? You got to go get it. Like no one's going to give you anything. You got to get up and go get it. So
you got
a lot of things that these new artists don't understand too. They feel like if they make a hit, that it's just going to take off by itself. Negative. Like Lil Wayne, Juvenile, and all them. Their first dome that they rented, they put out like 10 grand. Nobody came. You know what I mean? They lost all that money when they did their first concert and shows. Like you have to invest in yourself for like promotions and pushing yourself and anything like YouTube, Spotify, anything. I spend money on myself and invest in myself, and that is a true artist. So.
And I agree with that. That right there really helped me out because I know in the past I've done a lot of things for free for people, for artists, and then they just feel like they're entitled to it.
Yeah, no, not at all. There's a song I got. It's called "Stop Hating," but the hook on that one, it's the hook on that one is I don't do shit for free. That's the hook. You know what I mean? On that one, that's on the song. So
I agree, and I can't stand if they think they're gonna get something for free.
Nah. No one's ever.
Like before I was hijacked, I put up a status saying, I don't care about starving artists no more. I don't have that mindset no more.
Yeah, well, you can't save the world. You know what I mean? You just can't. So.
I have this one kid that I managed for the longest time, and then he got mad at me because I wasn't doing graphics for him every day. He wanted a new logo
Yeah,
every day.
that the logos cost like me personally when I'm beginning a logo costs like $20. I mean, who has $20 to put out every day to buy a logo? I mean, like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I mean, I do, but I don't, you know what I mean? So I don't.
It was really funny. He got mad at me. He said, "I don't want to be managed anymore. You're not my manager anymore." Whatever. I had paperwork on him. I could have
Uh,
took him to court, but I decided to let him go because that was just some bipolar stuff. And then he go hit me up on Instagram I don't know, about 3 months ago, and he's like, I need a mixtape cover. Okay, it's $50. And he's like, "You're gonna charge me? I don't have a cash app. You're an artist and you ain't got cash app. Now you really got a problem."
yeah, now you
Like,
really got a problem. You don't have Cash App, you got a problem. Cash App or PayPal now, or even Venmo. Venmo is fine too. So like, yeah, man, like these artists today, like a lot of them, they're like and that kills me because sometimes people like when they want something from, they're like, hey, can I get it? And I'll just do a Western Union tomorrow. No, because you can't go to McDonald's and say, hey, can I have them 8 cheeseburgers? But I'll be back with that money tomorrow. Hell no. No, you cannot.
I think it's funny. I mean, like, I don't trust nobody anymore. I had to learn the hard way. So, like, I've had a lot of hits. I've
Come through
had
your
a lot
hands.
of trusting people.
Yeah.
Have you had anything like that happen? Like, have you trusted people and they just like it was too much for their
Yes.
kindness?
I mean, matter of fact, I'm not going to say no names, but a gentleman hit me up and I did some research on him and I was totally mistaken. He said he was with Atlantic Records when I first got into this business, got back into this business, and that for a certain amount of money, he would actually help get me a deal, blah, 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 distribution deal, the whole deal, $450, 200 down, and then pay the 250. Well, normally, like I am a hustling fool and like I am out here and I'm getting and grinding. I don't fall for stuff like that. I just don't. But this guy had like pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures with artists. And then I was checking it out and I was like, okay, Atlantic Records is doing distribution deals. So I said, I'm gonna take a gamble. So I sent it to him. Then he called back 3 days later talking about, oh, I need another 350 and the deal's done. And I said, dude, I'm not giving you no more money till we're sitting at the table at Atlantic Records and I'm signing something. And I never heard from him again. So I was like, damn, I just got scammed out of $200. You know what I mean? So like, did I get mad about it? No. What I did is funny though. Is I went out and hustled the very next day and made that 200 right back up. So
Yeah, I've been scammed a couple times. It's better to be scammed though than it is to have people that you actually trust. Like
yeah,
people
you're right.
feel
Yeah.
personal.
Well, right now I feel like I have the most incredible team. Like Tezza Beretta, he's got an authentic sound. Ace Young, he's got an authentic sound. Preacher's got his own sound. Catfish the comedian is clean comedy, you know what I mean? And then me, I've got an authentic sound. So like I've got the best team, like you know what I mean? And then like there's a song Tezza got out which says we don't have number winners on our team. And it's right. We got number winners on this team. Soon as things open up, I know that this team is gonna go far. We'll go far. And as far as trust, like I trust my wife, and that's it. I trust my wife. That's the end of it. Trust my wife.
And that's horrible to say. Like I don't know. My grandmother always tells me I'm always looking for the good in people.
Yeah, but you know, there's an old saying my mom used to say all the time. She said, if you give a mouse a cookie, the next thing they want is a glass of milk.
Too.
And it's very true. It is. It's very true. Um,
And
and
I
here's the
try.
thing too. You have to ask yourself, will this person do this for you if you was in that situation? No, like no one did anything for me. Like when I was homeless and I was out there on the streets and I was like sleeping under a tree or, you know, hiding a sandwich in the back of a car to eat it the next day. Like, you know what I mean? These are real things that I have done and been through. Like there was no one there for me, you know what I mean? And like, and then there's one song I got and I rap about like drugs being bad, like drugs are bad. Like, you know, drugs, you know, God is not behind drugs. Drugs are out there to destroy what God has created, like families and, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing. So like, and I mean hard drugs. I'm not talking about like and marijuana, because my dad is a big pot smoker. I used to smoke pot back in the day. Like even in Genesis, the Bible says I give all the seed bearing plants for use. And my dad used to show me that weed was a seed bearing plant. So I don't consider marijuana like a hard drug, and it's about to be legal in a whole year. I'm talking about the hard drugs that like the guy is not even feeding his family, but he's selling PlayStation 4s out of his house, or like, all his teeth are rotten, his car's riding around expired tags, and he's just trying to like, all he's worried about is getting that drug, but he's not taking care of responsibilities. Well, that's not God behind that. That's like Satan behind that. You know what I mean? So like when I rap about, sometimes I rap about things like positive things that I've been through in life. I'm trying to teach some of these young kids, like, don't do it. Like, cocaine, the whole cocaine scene, it ain't fun. I've done it. I thought it was fun. It ain't fun. When you lose everything, it's not fun.
I agree. I think I've never been on drugs, so I can't say anything about that. But I know that I've been around it a lot. I mean, I was almost living in hotels, so you know that probably wasn't the best circumstances of the situation. So that was always around me. But for some reason, by God's good grace, I never tried any of the hard drugs.
Well, mine is a crazy situation because I had clothing stores, and then unfortunately I decided I wanted more, so I thought I was Tony Montana, so I was getting drugs and selling it to dope boys back in the day. And then one day I decided to try my own product, and Biggie preaches about it. I didn't listen to back then, like I didn't listen to what he said, but now I understand. So never get high on your own supply. So I dipped into mine, and it just it's out of control. Like everything was gone. The 9 cars, the house, the wife. I was incarcerated. Like everything was gone. And you sit back and think about it like a bad dream. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the music.
That's the back. Yep. I'm sorry. That was a little bit about my life. So I'll give one more thing about me is I grew up. Dad was growing up in my house was different because Lincoln Terrace Projects was down the street. We lived off of Salem Turnpike. We lived in it wasn't Wilmot Farms, but it was called like Victoria Street was the name of the street I grew up on. But it's crazy because growing up, Dad would smoke pot and Mom would cut hair, and that's how they took care of us kids growing up. So like, that's how we grew up. So
I don't have a problem with
kids today are spoiled rotten. I mean, they never got a butt whipping in their life. Like back then we got butt whoopings. So.
Oh, I know. My kids are crazily spoiled. And I spoil them more now as they're adults. Anyway, other than that, it's my grandchildren are spoiled.
Mine too. My grandson is all into Juice World right now, and I told him the other day. I said, Juice World ain't got none on Tesla Bread and Ace Young. I made him sit in here and listen to it the other day, and I was like, "Hey, listen to this," and he was like, "Man, I like Ace Young, but I still like Juice World." And I said, "Well, I understand." I said, "But Juice World dead. These boys ain't dead. They could keep making music, right?" So like, he said, "Juice World ain't dead." He showed me some other dude thinking it was Juice World. I don't know. I have no idea behind that. But the crazy thing is like my grandson he's transitioning because he went from this like alternative stage of music to he's seeing rapping grandpa to now he is switching to like what I listen to, which is pretty cool.
That's not a bad thing. I said I could do any genre, and my kids can do any genre. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Whatever speaks to you at the moment.
What is it?
Whatever speaks to you in the moment.
It is. It's like for me, I can sit down here a beat, and then all of a sudden, like this, it comes to me on what to do and what to write. And some stuff I like. I just did that Bloody Hands tribute just came out, and that one is dedicated to Bushwick Bill. And I love the Ghetto Boys. Like growing up, the Ghetto Boys, one of my favorite artists. I love the Ghetto Boys. And then Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Those are some of my people I look up to that I would love to like work with one day. And then of course Kevin Gates, Travis Scott, love them too. So those are like some of the artists that I love. So, and it's like my genre is crazy because I can listen to alternative, I can listen to rock, I can listen to R&B and rap. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm not big on country. Like I just am not. big on country, but I do put country artists on stage with R&B, rap, and hip hop. Like there's a few country songs I like, but some country songs I'm just not into country.
Why are we dissing country?
I'm not dissing it. I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying like that's not my favorite genre of music. So
I love country.
don't
Everybody gonna look
like
like
don't get me wrong.
it.
There's a couple country songs I can even sing, but I'm not, but it's like not, and it's just because my mama listened to it all the time. So growing up, mama was country upstairs, and dad would be Led Zeppelin and James Brown or something downstairs. So it's like I chose downstairs over upstairs.
My mama had me dancing and cleaning. We clean and would listen to music, and it was either Beach Boys, Beatles, or Alabama.
I love the Beatles. Now I have to say the Beatles I love.
That was our combination.
That's funny. So if you look, listen, I have a song I call Bad Dreams, and I took a piece of a Beatles song and threw it in there in one of the voices where at the end when I'm done rapping and the beat's still playing and I say, picture yourself in a boat on a river with tangerine trees. That's from a Beatles song. I got through the Beatles in a rap song and people didn't catch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, my genre is really different. Like it's different.
Oh yeah. Okay, since you've been on this, you were homeless 5 years ago, and now you're on this path with the music industry and everything. How has that changed your personality? How has that?
I'm still me. I'm still funny, and I'm still myself. I'm not letting the fame get to me. Like the other day we were out, me and the wife was out, and some people were like, oh, are you rapping Grandpa? And I was like, yeah. So they said, can we get a picture? And I said, sure. And they get a picture, and I made a silly face in the picture just because that's me. Like, so, yeah. And truthfully, like, I'm not letting the fame get to me. Like, and the one thing too is like my team, I'm trying not to go on this adventure alone. I'm like trying to bring them with me. Like, if your music's good and I think it's good and I love it, like, and I mess with you and you mess with me, like where we work together and stuff like that, then I'm bringing you with me. Like, that's how it's going to be. So I'm not going on this adventure alone. I hear stories of like, this dude got left behind by like, Logic, and this dude got, but like, it's like, I hear people getting left behind and I feel like that's wrong. Like, you got to remember who helped get you there. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be like, is successful. The Dance on My Diamonds things that Teza created and his Stu Sane and A Shung, they created that, and they said, hey Grandpa, you can get on this with us. So I did. And that right there is like playing on the radio right now, like radio stations are listening. And for that, I am very thankful. Like I am humble. I am thankful because Teza could have said, hey, like, Mix and Masters put this out and it's all ours. He didn't. He said, hey, I'm going to share this with you because I believe in you and your vision, even though you're a grandpa and I see your grind and stuff. I believe in you and your vision. So therefore I said, okay, Teza, guess what? I believe in you and your vision and I'm going to help you too. Like, we're going to come up together. Same thing with Ace Young. So I chose to do that. That's just like, that's investing in another artist. If you invest in another artist, they'll invest in you. You can network and work together. Like, you know what I mean? There's a big table out there for the artist world. So.
Well, you need to get your artist lined up with an interview with me.
I will, definitely. That's what Teza already asked me. He was asked if he could come in on this one. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if he can. He set him on the screen where it says Teza Brother Black Tree. Shout out to Just In Case managing the game. He was asking if you could tag him in on this live, but I told him we could always just set him up another interview if we can.
We'll definitely set up one for him.
Please do. Let's do that.
I plan on doing this every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m.
Okay. That sounds great. So I'd like to have him. I'd like to put Tez and his brother Stu Sane on here so they can talk, and then possibly Ace Young on his own too, if we can. That'd be great. And Preacher, no Preacher would love to get on. His Preacher's Christian. He's Christian rap. And he was locked up for 12 years for a murder he didn't commit, and now he's out. And when he raps, he's telling a story. He's almost like the Biggie, like Biggie's voice, but Tupac flow. It's different too, and it's Christian. So.
Oh, I would love to listen to him. You need to send me his links. Make sure you send him links.
He's got one song out called Get Live, a lot of energy. So, and the main thing is like, I'm just investing in these guys because I believe in them. So,
do you have, what's the name of your label?
It's Rapping Grandpa LLC.
Rapping Grandpa LLC.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For rapping grandpa
Right.
himself, what do you see yourself in 3 months, 3 years, and 3 decades?
In 3 months, I see myself with more artists. Hopefully, things open them back up to start doing shows. In 3 years, wow, I know 3 years I'll probably have some tours going on, definitely. So, and then in 3 decades, probably dead, girl. I'm 46, so probably dead.
No, you ain't gonna be dead. Can't say that rapper grandpa ain't never gonna die.
Dead, probably dead. You know what I'm saying? All I ask is Ted pour 40 out at my funeral, like this for rapping grandpa. You know what I'm saying?
We're legends. We don't die.
We don't what? We don't die. That's right. We don't
We
die.
don't die.
We don't die. Hey, look, back in the
We
day,
don't.
they used to have shirts. They used to have shirts when I was in high school. Used to say, "We don't die, we multiply." You remember them? You remember them shirts?
Remember
Yep.
that.
Remember them?
I'm
Yeah.
41.
Oh, yeah. So you're close to my age.
I remember that. Yeah, but we're legends. We don't die. That's what that we need to
Right.
make a T-shirt. We need that's the shirt we need to have. We're
Yeah, we're
legends.
legends.
Don't
We're
die.
legends. We don't die. That's a great idea. Bumper stickers too. You get bumper stickers. Hey,
We
listen,
need.
Polo Don Red just dropped the hot sauce, and I'm friends with Boss Money and Nadilac Records, and Boss Money. He just dropped a new champagne or like drink. It's called Queen with a Q instead of King. It's Queen. So
Oh, I like that.
yeah,
I like
I might have
that.
to give me a bottle, check it out, and see what it tastes like. I'm not a big drinker. Like I don't drink. Maybe every now and then, social, at home socially, but
Yeah. Okay, so for your artist, same question. 3 months, 3 years, and 3 decades. Where do you see them?
well, Tez is already doing like. I'm not trying to fight, but he's doing pictures of himself, like trying to call himself Tezza Jackson, like Michael Jackson. So I know he wants to be big, and I have a feeling like I'm gonna help him get there. So and so I say in 3 months, same thing with me, probably doing shows, things opening back up. 3 years, he'll be huge. So he'll be he might be even huge, bigger than me, and I might have to ask him for a favor later on in life. You never know. That's how things work out in life. You know what I'm saying? So and then I'd say same thing with Ace Young too. So and Preacher, my artists are different. Even Green Game will say it. Like they'll be like, okay, rapping grandpa's doing his thing. He's got artists. Same thing with Gas or Trash, Jason Dubs. He says the same thing. Like he's got his own label going, and they vibe with the music. Like they listen to somebody else's, it might be on. It'll be okay, cool. But then all of a sudden, hey, we got the rapping grandpa on the show. That's what they say big time like that. They're just happy that I'm on the show. And then they'll play the song and they're like, whoa, like that was fire, or this was that, or this was that. 3s out of 5s, 4, 5. I'm just getting better. Like it's just getting better as I work and progress. And the awesome thing is that, and I got to give it out to Geddes Willis, who actually helped me from Green Game. He said, rapping grandpa, your voice is different than some of these other artists. You need to double up your verses. And he says, and then go like when you double up your verses, when you're mixing and mastering. And I never thought of that. I was like, oh, wow, like boom, a light bulb went off in my head. And now when I did that, like that bloody hands that I just did, like I sound way better. Like I sound way better. So I have to give it up to Geddes Willis with Green Game for helping me with that little situation.
Okay, so tell everybody where they can find you at right now, like on what platform.
Well, first of all, please find Dance on My Diamonds, which is on all music apps worldwide, by Just In Case Rapping Grandpa featuring Black Tree. Also, I have a new one out too called Bloody Hands. It's a tribute to Bushwick Bill. That's on all music apps also. But you can find Just In Case Rapping Grandpa, Tezza Beretta, Ace Young, Preacher. You can find us on any music app worldwide. Just Google it. You know what I'm saying? Google it and find it. But you have to do the whole name. Mine is Just In Case Rapping Grandpa. Not just In Case. There are 4 other Just In Cases out there. So it's Just In Case Rapping Grandpa. And then for Tezza Beretta, it's Tezza Beretta. And he knows this. He knows this from the bottom of my heart. My favorite song of his is called Beretta Flow. It is fire. That is an awesome song. So if you want a song to like, me personally, I'll put on Beretta Flow with the top down, riding the car and listen to that all day if I could. Like, I love it. So.
Okay, and you have Instagram. I have that one down at the bottom.
I do.
Down
It
here.
is Justin_case_44 at Instagram at IG. And Facebook, just type in Justin Case and it should pop up. You can put in Justin Case, North Carolina, it'll pop up. You'll see a picture of me. Tezza Beretta, you can find him on Facebook under Jared Tez Dean. And you can find Ace Young on Facebook too. It says Ace Young. So if you need to find them. So, and Preacher, you can find Preacher too on Facebook under Dwayne Kentress, and it's DAWAYNE Kentress. You can find my comedian too. I know it's not Remy, but comedian, you can look it up. His name is Benny Hookfin, and he is Catfish the Comedian. He's funny too. He will be on my show October 10th here in Wilmington, North Carolina. And my business partner, I want you guys to check us out too. His name's Kendricks Mace with Too Hot Entertainment. And Kendricks has Kazerny Bussey, who's blind and lost his eyesight at 15 years old, and he does great music too. L.A. Marr, Holly Hayes, and Dita Villain. So he has 4 artists on his Too Hot Entertainment label out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And we have teamed up and created this Oktoberfest Jam coming October 10th here in Wilmington. And don't forget, it's for everybody, because I got country star Chris Klein on there, who was actually in the show before American Idol. It was on the Country Channel. He actually was a runner-up in that show, and Chris Klein writes for Colt Ford. So he writes for Colt Ford, the country singer.
I don't just interview artists. I interview all types of entertainment.
Okay, well, cool. I might have to get Catfish the Comedian on here, too. He's pretty funny. So
I have a comedian that's going to be on here Monday.
Oh, awesome. What's his name?
Yeah, it's a her. Her name's Tracy Carlin.
Tracy Carlin. Okay, cool. Tracy Carlin. Awesome. Awesome. Well, that's awesome.
She's out of Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem. Okay. Yeah, North Carolina's on a mission this year, I think. Like this is the North Carolina come up. A lot of artists coming out of North Carolina.
I think that the baby opened the doors for North Carolina.
I think the baby did open the door for North Carolina. And I'll be honest with you, it took me a minute, but I actually fuck with the baby's music because I'm listening to the words that he's saying too. Like, it took me a minute to really cut on, but like that intro where his dad died right before he got all this fame, like I connected with that. Like I connect because my dad's dead and never got to see me where I'm at today. And that's what my song Taught by My Dad is about. That's a tribute to my father. And that's on 9 radio stations worldwide right now. It's playing on the radio.
Okay, so you have anybody you want to shout out?
I do want to shout out my wife, my grandkids, my mother. I want to shout out my sister, April. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, April. I'd like to shout out my brother, but he ain't gonna see it because he's incarcerated. But hey Ray, maybe you'll see this when you get out one day. But then also to shout out Tezza Beretta, Ace Young, Preacher, Dwayne Kentress, Benny Hookfin, Catfish the Comedian, and of course Kendricks Mace with Too Hot Entertainment. That's what I want to shout out to them.
All right. Tell us one thing that is very funny about you before we end the live.
One thing that's very funny about me. Well, I don't know. That's funny about me. I guess just my personality in general. Like, I am quick to make a wisecrack back. Someone will say something, I'll make a wisecrack back and make it funny. So, I'm a comical smartass too. So.
That's me. I was a natural smartass. I've been a natural smartass.
I am a natural smartass. I am. So, and like, I can't stand nothing personal, but I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I can't stand stupid people. Like, hey, buddy, like, what time's that 7 o'clock movie start? How about 7 o'clock? So, like, I can't stand stupid people. Like, you know what I mean? So,
I would have loved that. I would have went right back with that. I don't know.
I just can't stand stupid questions or stupid stuff. So,
yeah, what's the 911?
What's what?
What's the number to 911?
Yeah, what's the number to 911? That's right. You know what I mean? Or I'll never forget. Funny story, true story. So, and I love my mom to death. She might kill me for this one, but went to a graduation one time, and when people graduate, they say such and such cum laude. Now, cum laude means with honors. That means they graduated with honors. I swear to you, after about 14 times of saying cum laude, my mother tapped me on the shoulder and she said, "Justin, that sure is a big cum laude family." So she thought it was that. She thought that was their last name, and it just kept going on. And I laughed. I could not stop laughing at that graduation. Now my mom's a blonde, love her to death, just blonde, but I could not stop laughing. She made me laugh. So I'll never forget that to this day. This was years ago, and I still remember it.
I've done that. It's like, and my godmother's probably watching this. If I say this, she'll probably kill me. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. Love you, Godma, and I'll hear about it afterwards. But we were riding up the road one day, and somebody blew the horn at us, and I came out with the horn blows as the driver. Now my godmother,
hey, listen, it's so funny because I used to be one of the meat men that went door to door selling steaks back in the day too. Like I was selling steaks. You ever seen them boys with the freezers on the truck going door to door selling steaks?
I did that.
You did it? Okay, well I've done it too. So listen, there's so funny though. instead of saying thank you, like when I'd ask somebody, hey buddy, you want a good deal on steaks? They say I ain't interested. I said, all right, take it deep. And instead of saying thank you, I was telling them, like, take it deep in your butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, take it deep. And I would drive off, like, take it deep. And they just, okay, they wave back, too. Like, every time, wave back. And I was just laughing. Like, that was just my fun thing because I was like, you know.
My godma, though, it took her a whole 10 minutes to get what I just had said, though. It was the funniest thing ever.
No,
it's like, she just we're up the road, and she's like, I just got what you said. I'm like, but I love my godmother. My godmother's the best. I swear, she's just an amazing person.
My mom, for once in my life, like my mom is my mom again. Like I can't say she's completely off drugs, but she's weaned herself off drugs now. She's 72 years old, and now she's but it's like talking to my mom again. She's like back to being my mom again, which is awesome. So talking to my mom again, and she's about to move into another place. She's getting like one of these little apartments over in Virginia. They live in Virginia. My family's in Virginia. So where you're from in Virginia, and I'll never forget now that you say you're from Virginia, they said West Virginia. You know, my wife makes jokes like all the time about Virginia. And I try to tell her, no, the jokes are West Virginia, honey. Like, get it right. You know what I'm saying? It's not Virginia. Don't get it confused. I'm going to confused.
That's fighting words. Let's fight words. You mix me up as being West Virginian. Yeah. Those are fighting words.
It's fighting words. A lot of things I will tell people there's a lot of things people don't know. I went to high school with them, and I used to hang out with them when I was young. I went to high school with Rhonda and Tiki Barber for about a year of my life over at Cave Spring High School in Virginia. And we were friends, and it's crazy because even though they play football, we would shoot basketball when we were kids younger, you know, sit together. So Rhonda and Tiki Barber, I do know. On top of it too, like crazy thing, I played safety one time in high school growing up. Like my little fat butt played safety, so it's kind of funny. So like in school, like my school was different. Like Fleming was so fun back in the day. I enjoyed going to school. Like as kids today in high school, they might dread it. Our high school was fun back then. Like it was fun to go to school because, you know, 6 classes were done, boom, you know what I mean? People hang out, talk. It wasn't like it is today. There was no like going through metal detectors for guns or anything like that. It was nothing like that. Like our high school was fun. Like it was fun. And high school was like, I enjoyed my high school. So, but I did go through high school. I'm not proud of this. I went through 2 years of high school stoned. I used to smoke weed back in the day when I was younger all the time. So I literally went through high school stoned. But the last 2 years I stopped smoking weed. And my grade point average went way up. Like it went way up. I went A's and B's. I was doing C's and D's for like 10th, you know what I'm saying? 9th and 10th grade were C's and D's, and 11th and 12th were A's and B's.
Well, I know.
That's a little history on Rapping Grandpa tonight. Y'all got to learn a little bit about me tonight.
I want to thank you for being on here tonight.
Thank you, T. It was a pleasure being on here tonight. I am tired, unfortunately. I'm not just Rapping Grandpa too. Tomorrow I got to go to work. I'm a trainer for an energy drink company too. So I actually teach people how to sell energy drinks at Costco's and Sam's Clubs across the U.S. So tomorrow I have to go to work in the morning. So.
Okay, well I'll let you be.
All right, everybody. Hey, I want to shout out one more person. I'm sorry. I want to shout out Brent Gaskins and Rudy He has Rudy Power Radio. So Rudy Radio, and Brent Gaskins they have a new movie called The 24th, and it just came out on Apple TV, different places to find it and watch it. But I'm about to watch some more of that tonight. Like I've got to finish it, but I want to shout out Brent Gaskins because we were in a movie and a show together, that Reprisal, and watching Brent come up to where he is as I'm coming up on different things. He's into acting and he's coming up in the movie industry, and I'm doing music and coming up in the music industry. And together we're still friends and we still help each other network. And, you know, I just want to say he's an amazing person too. So if you get a chance, guys, find Brent Gaskins on Facebook, friend request him. Also Rudy, it says Rudy Power Radio, friend request him. They're amazing people too. So, and the boys at Power 104 in Charlotte, North Carolina are awesome too. DJ Expressions.
Okay. Again, thank you for being on here. This is Teed Up with Tee Lynn. You also can find me on YouTube at Tee Lynn TV. My Instagram is I am Tee Lynn. My Facebook now is at I am Tee Lynn, one and only, and you spell that completely out. It used to be I am the Tee Lynn, but you know, hijackers and all. But other than that, this is my brand, people. TT status, unapologetically me.
Hey, look,
you actually customize it. Where it says unapologetically me, you can put anything on there. So if y'all are looking to support my podcast and you want to purchase a t-shirt, just inbox me and let me know and give me a size, and I'll shoot you the numbers over for that. Also, if you want to hit me up on Patreon, I am Patreon at /Tee Lynn. Go over there. You're going to find clips you ain't going to never see. It's behind the scenes with me and me going berserk. But you're going to find it very educational because we all go crazy at some point in this industry. But that's a little bit of the uncut version of who I am. And also, I'll be doing some blogging on YouTube, so be sure to check out. Cash App is Tee Lynn Promo, so please drop me a few dollars. Give me some tips. Love, all the love is important. Keep going. It is not free to do this podcast.
Hey, T, do me one favor too. Can you tell some people who, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Tell some people who you might have worked with in the past that they might recognize, or like you've done interviews with or talking.
I worked with quite a few people in the past. Like Vegadon, like him and Gloria Talley are probably my two biggest mentors. Like, and that's with Tang and GT Management and all them out there. 144,000 Shades of Few. Big shout out to Sean. We'll say not Shades, the real name. Judah Priest. I had to stop myself. From 144,000 Shades of Few. So big shout out to him and to Jimmy King from Wu-Tang Management. All have been key aspects of my life. EBK King Rich out in Iowa. Oh gosh, the list could go on and on forever. Big Veg, I want to give you a big shout out because I know you're going to be sharing this tonight. And I got to take it here. Big huge shout out to DJ Rio out of Greensboro, North Carolina.
Awesome.
The Rich Talk. The Rich Talk brand, if you have not got your Rich Talk shirt, please go get your Rich Talk shirt. This is his 3-year anniversary, so happy anniversary to Rich Talk.
Awesome. And, happy anniversary, DJ Rio.
And I know he's going to be sharing this. I know he's going to be supporting. He's one of my close friends.
Awesome.
I know sometimes I'm too much for him, but just signed up for. But
and one more thing I want to say, if anybody wants a just in case Rapping Grandpa shirt, please, instant message me on Facebook and then we can get you a shirt. You know what I mean? We do have Rapping Grandpa shirts available. The shirts are only $25 and we'll ship it to the house. That's including the shipping. I'll do that with shipping.
Same thing here. Depending on the size, it's $25 to $30.
Yep.
But I think we did a really cool ass interview tonight.
Thank you, T. I did. I had a great time tonight. I had a great time. I'm really tired right now. I'm really tired right now, but I had a great interview. Had a great time. Besides doing that, a buddy of mine has 14 rental properties, and today I love him to death. He's almost 80 years old. So like I help him out because he's so old. I went over there and of course, me being a big guy, I'm the workhorse. So today I helped drag all this furniture out of the house that these people just left behind and drag it to the curb. So like I go, like I said, for money, I get out and go get it. Like people, you know what I mean? I see all these people on the corner with a cardboard sign in their 20s and I'm going, what is wrong? I'm not giving you my money. Like, you know what I mean? If my big butt can get out here and go to work, then you get out here and go to work, you know? So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everybody, please enjoy your Friday evening. I really appreciate you taking time out for your Friday night and come on here with me. And Monday, come back here with Crazy Carla, comedian, actress, spoken word artist. We're going to, chop it up. And then the following Friday, my mentor, Becky Dawn and me, chop it up. We've done this interview. This will be our second interview. Yeah, we went around the box. I've done an interview. I'll send you the link to it.
Coming soon too is your interview with Tezza Beretta because I'm gonna get them to you. So
we'll get there.
Okay.
I'm booked till the 14th of September.
Okay.
So after the 14th, whatever is after the 14th, I'm open on Friday, Saturday, and I'm not Friday, Saturday, Friday and Monday after that.
Okay, that sounds good. So we'll sit down and talk about a date. I'll get with you and we'll hook up a date on that.
That's perfect. I appreciate that.
Sounds great.
Again, thank you all for tuning in. And yes, I just said y'all, and I said I would not say that, but okay. Anyway, you have a blessed night. Make sure you get up in the morning and go to work. And don't let me keep you at night, cause you to be late.
No, I won't. So thank you guys. Thanks everybody. Don't forget to find Just In Case Rapping Grandpa on all music apps worldwide. Live it. It's a movement. Rapping Grandpa, it's a movement.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel too.
I will, and please subscribe to Tee Lynn's YouTube channel. Please do. So that way, you know what I mean? You can connect with Tee Lynn yourself if you're an artist and talk to her and get to this spot where I'm sitting here. You can be sitting here and talking to let fans know where to find your stuff too. So I'm all about helping independent artists. So.
All right. So until Monday, everyone have a good weekend.
Thanks. Good night, y'all. Bye, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. Make sure you tune in every Monday and every Friday at 9 p.m. Teed Up with. Hey, we doing a new thing, baby. Out here.
So how do we do?